Well, welcome to the Get Wisdom YouTube channel. I'm super excited about starting it. I've had clients that have been encouraging me to do it for some time. I've just been resistant to doing so. I don't like to be on camera much. I prefer one-on-one interactions, but God has really laid on my heart to bring this content to the masses, and I can't do that in a one-on-one setting successfully because it is really to take this message to 1 billion people. And that would be a whole lot of lifetimes that I probably in this meat suit won't have. So my name is Brent Ziemann. I'm a health and wellness coach. Essentially, I have a practice in Flower Mound, Texas, where I really focus on getting people out of pain and getting them back to their craft or activity that they love to do. And I've been doing that probably for the last 10 years. Before that, I was a software engineer and I wrote software. So people often ask, like, man, how'd you go from software engineering to, the human body? I'm like, well, it's the same skill set. In the first part of my life as a software engineer, I did it primarily, I solved problems using software. And so now I solve problems using the systems of the body and understanding how all systems function and, giving the body the best environment, number one, to heal, and number two, where it can perform at its absolute best. So as you can see in my hat here, this entire thing is based on Proverbs 4:7, which it says, wisdom is the principal thing, so get wisdom. And I want to attack something here. A lot of people have a lot of what I call knowing, and that is not wisdom. That is just the accumulation of information. That doesn't have any relevance. And in fact, if you read any of King Solomon's writings, it is utterly worthless in chasing after the wind, because it stays in an epistemological realm, and that's just the realm of knowing. Well, wisdom is really discovered, and I'll use the term discovered instead of learning. That distinction is severe. Let me give you an illustration. So your parents told you the stove was hot. That's epistemological. That was then your knowing. They added to your knowing. When did you discover the stove was hot? When you touched it. And that occurs in the phenomenological realm, which is the lived experience realm. And so this channel, we're going to be unpacking a lot of this in our time together. As long as God allows me to have air in my lungs, we'll be attacking these types of things to peel back the onion and really get to the wisdom of the facts. And so I encourage you to like and follow the channel and really get the maximum out of this. Here's my guarantee. The human being that you are right now will not be the human being every time that you leave the channel. There will be something that you discover that leaves you significantly different than you were when you showed up. And so take that with you as a piece of excitement so that you can constantly become more than you are right now. So I'm going to give you a little bit about my history. I was married at the age of 22. She was 19. We were married 22 years. The majority of that, 17 and a half of it, I struggled with alcohol abuse. And so, and that had some, catastrophic consequences to it. And so at year 22, she decided she no longer wanted to be in the marriage. So she exited. We have 2 kids that I'm sure that was unpleasant for. But here's one of the pieces of wisdom, if you can grasp this, will be huge for you. And so here it is. It's like what happened has happened, and it couldn't have happened any other way because it didn't. And so, being with that, there's a gratitude and a compassion and a grace to be with the humanity of that. And so all of us, we show up on this rock and we're all going to have circumstances that are not beneficial. But they're going to provide you the space to reveal where you're not free. And, getting free from alcohol abuse was my greatest appreciation. But it had, there's work that I had to be with, who's the type of person that needed to hide behind the benefits what alcohol provided, and to really peel that onion back a little bit and be with it was enlightening. And there was so much that was discovered as a result of it. And so those are the types of things that we're going to unpack here on this channel. And so if you know somebody who's going through some stuff, let them come be a part of this journey. I'm going to try and get content out every day, at least sometime during the day, piece by piece. I have, going through the years following the marriage that fell apart, there's been a lot of information gleaned here in my remarkable tablet that I will be sharing here on a daily basis. And so I encourage you to like and follow the channel. And I really believe that if you'll come here with an openness to discover, this channel will become so valuable for you. And in tomorrow's episode, we're going to go into what it is to love self. Jesus said, love your neighbors as yourself. And if you just take a look at the world today, you can see that we are struggling to love our neighbors. And part of the reason for that is many of us have not discovered how to love ourselves. And so in tomorrow's episode, we're really going to go into what it looks like to love self. That's not selfishness. Self-love. You've got to learn and discover how to love yourself. Pressed down, shaken together, so it can run over into the lives of the people in your sphere of influence. And so, if you know somebody that could hear these words for tomorrow's episode, be sure to send them a link to the channel, have them like and subscribe so they can come along this journey of becoming, and they can come with us. Because we're going to build a movement, create a movement of people who want to really discover how to love. And to be a part of that is going to transform what the world looks like. Because if you watched any of the State of the Union the other night, we are so divided. And the one thing that can unite us is for each of us to learn how or discover how to love ourselves. I'm going to leave you with this question. What would life look like for you if you could love the you are for yourself? What would it look like for you? So, we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, stay blessed by the best.